Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp, and I'm back with another video, and I'm going to name this video something along the lines of the unbelievable has been made the norm. It may be titled that way, I'm not sure. Okay? What would be considered beyond your imagination, or something that's just shocking, like you can't believe it, unbelievable, is been made out to be normal. And what do I mean by that? The world we live in, which according to Job 9:24, it's given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? Which the wicked is Esau, the so-called white man. And he has done some unbelievable, not done, but he's to this very day, 2023, May the 18th. He has done and he's still doing unbelievable shit in the earth. But it's embedded into, and especially on the Western Hemisphere, namely America, Europe, okay, certain other places, but mainly here in Babylon the Great, this part of the world. This man has made what would be absolutely unbelievable normal. Okay, and I'll hit a couple of scriptures here in a while, but I'm gonna rant for a second. I'm not gonna be too long. But what's the unbelievableness of what the hell is going on in the earth? Because I'm fairly a young man, basically almost 40 years old. Okay, and when I was, young in grade school, even coming up as a young man, I would have never in a lifetime thought I would see and experience the world that we are living in today. Unbelievable shit is going on. Okay? If you was part of the abominable acronym, or really it was, you had the moles, okay, and you had the les, okay, bows. You had that going on, but coming up, you didn't see too much of woman on woman. That was that thing just started to catch fire. I remember when I was in high school, like the 90s, mid to late 90s, going into the 2000s. That started to kind of catch fire, where it was picking up momentum of female on female. All right, and before that, you had the moles that was out in the open with it. It was accepted in the family. That's just whatever the case was. But it was a rarity. That was a rarity. And if that was going on, that's where you get the that term DL, down low, what is it, DLB, down low brother. Men, because they know the shit is wrong, kept it on the wraps, and if it came out, it was frowned upon and not accepted. But because we live in this society, you had to accept it, because the goddamn devil is ruling, and he said it's okay, right? Um, we live in a world where women women had it, you know, they were put in the authority seat, a seat of position of power over man, going back to the late 60s, 70s, 80s, so forth, to where we at now. And it's worse than ever, to where women can run it, women can go. It really ain't women. Females can gad abroad and do what the hell they want with no absolute consequences. The level of lewdness. I mean, women walk outside as a normal, females, I gotta say females, not women, walk outside the house. I mean, this is normal, it's regular, even for the young girls, that's teenagers, even younger than shit. Not even teenagers, little young girls. Not young women, young girls. It's normal for them to be outside in the gadding abroad throughout this place with camel toes visible, no bras, no panties in a lot of cases, ass hanging out, nipples protruding through the shirt. You can see all that through these see-through shirts. I mean, this shit is crazy. I mean, if we would have, and that's why I mentioned I'm not that old. Man, if I was coming up when I was a teenager, even in my early 20s, seeing this horrible culture, it'd have blew my damn mind. I'm like, man, what is this? Is this one of them pimp movies? Is these nothing but prostitutes? And they really are, Lord. You know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna go into that. Is this nothing but, I would ask what the hell is going on? Are these women out here like just in your face? I'm a prostitute. Now, if you walked up to one of these women and asked them that, one of these females, and asked them, you know, how much, they'll get offended. Then they act like a man and then cuss you and then believe they can kick your ass. That's another thing. Women believing they can whoop men's ass. In a lot of cases, they are whooping men's ass. Men are allowing themselves to get smacked upside the head, slapped, and take that shit. You know, the attire that's being worn by females and men. Okay, the amount of weave that the so-called black woman is wearing, this is crazy. Girls wasn't putting weave in their hair like that when I was coming up. Nope. It was going on, but not at this, not like this. Not where you got young girls, 2, 3, with weave. I mean, super long weave. Fake eyelashes. If a female would have came to the high school with fake eyelashes on and weave that was all the way down to her calves, they would have clowned her ass out of the damn schoolhouse. And she'd have ran up out the schoolhouse. Embarrassed. Now this shit is a norm. You know? Children completely out of order. That's why murder is happening the way it is amongst Jake. Mainly amongst Jake. And Esau is well, as far as their children being out of order, their children out of order. But I would, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American children are so bad that, the behavior is so bad, they out there murdering each other because they have no regard for human life. Not even a little bit. They out there, hey, it's a dangerous time, but that go back to discipline. Absolutely no discipline. I mean, not even a little thread, a fabric of discipline in the households. Unbelievable. I mean, to the point it's unbelievable. The youngsters have no respect for the elders at all, not even a little bit. Talk crazy to them, disrespect them, fight them. It's ridiculous, man. Men on men walking around with displaying some of the most disgusting behavior that should be, yeah. All this behavior that's going on, people should be being put to death by the Most High, left and right, and they are, you know, in the most highest time, or on the most highest time, when He's ready to take a soul off this planet. So take somebody out. Okay, people are more lazier than ever. I mean, this society over here. People are the most laziest people on the planet Earth. That's why the America leads the world in obesity, and it's the women. The women are, especially the so-called black woman, they the most obese thing on the planet. Unbelievable. GMO food. I mean, it was a point in time you could go to a fast food joint, depending on the one you went to, and you can get somewhat of a decent hamburger. Which really we shouldn't be, we shouldn't be eating that stuff. But I'm just making a point. You can get a decent hamburger from somewhere. Now, what is this? If you liable to mess around and get sick. But they didn't have GMO labels on food. Now, people isn't caught on to what the hell GMO is, but there was a point in time, people was Jake especially, they didn't know what the hell GMO was. Now it's commonly known. Genetically modified organism. Ain't that something? Whoever thought that would happen? That was not on the labels, just 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Everything's contaminated and polluted and corroded. The economy is shattered. There's no security in the economy. We made a point, and I first heard this from the head of our camp. It was a point in time where, shit, you lose a job in the 90s, shit, you could stop at the gas station, grab a paper, look for a job, apply, and have a job in shit by the end of the day. But just showing this place is falling and getting worse and worse and worse. The job market and security of having employment is at an all-time low. And I can sit here and go on and on and on and on and on about how out of order this place is, how wicked it is, how abominable this place is. America is the most out of order, abominable society that have ever existed on the face of this planet. It's the worst. And I'm going to read in this video with these verses. This is Revelation 17:5. It says, and upon her forehead, well, I got to start at verse 4. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with pearls. This is representing Esau in the form of America. The purple represents rulership. Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right. And scarlet color represent, Esau, being Edom, out of Wom, okay, which means red. Okay. It says, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Yeah, America was the place to be. Was the place that if you had never been here, nations believe that the streets was really paved in gold. Okay? Then you get over here and, this place was the first modernized place. Got all these extravagant buildings. The cities got all this, these skyscrapers, right? Go back up. It says, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And that ain't talking about what's written in Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 16th verse, the MOTB. That's not the MOTB. That's talking about the wine. The scripture clearly tells you that this whore had made the nations, made them to drink of her wine. Okay? That's all that's simply saying. She had a golden cup in her hand filled with, this is a cup. What's in the cup? Is wine in the cup. But that wine is abominations, represent abomination, filthiness, and fornication. Getting into the worship of these other gods, which Salakia, which attached to these idols, these so-called gods, which are no gods, idols, is practices and customs. Okay? Abominable practices and customs. Okay? The way this man has set up society, okay, with the democracy. That's the wine. Christianity. All right? The abominable acronym. Central banking. All right? Fractional reserve banking. And the list can go on, but just to name the main wine that this man pushed. Okay? And that's what it's talking about. She had a cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, to where she made it look so good. This golden cup, you'd have thought it was some ancient quality yayan in there, wine. But inside the cup, it was nothing but gunk and muck. Okay, which is talking about what I just explained. All right, the scriptures say that an unjust balance is an abomination to the Most High. Let me get that. Proverbs 11:1. I'm sorry, I said a false balance. This is Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So going back to this man's horrible banking practices, has effed up the economy, and it's It's an abomination to the Most High. When you don't give a man the just weight, but you give him Federal Reserve notes. Okay? So this man is corrupted how we supposed to deal with real money, right? And how much, pay a man with his work for his good or service, right? The proper amount of money. And if you don't do that, and you manipulate that, that's an abomination to the Most High. The Most High set up laws, statutes, and commandments, not for us to follow. And that's going to be the way of the world in the kingdom, okay? Not democracy. The illusion of it anyway. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, because at a point in time it was a mystery who Babylon the Great was. Now it's not a mystery. We breaking it down. It says the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, and this is another expression of how wicked this place is. Okay? Upon her forehead is not dealing with the MOTB either. Okay? It's basically saying what this place represent. Okay? Like if you was to see me and I wrote on my forehead my character and my likes, dislikes about me, it's just a symbol or a representation of who I am. So that's really what that's talking about. To identify this place. This is the place that's the worst thing that ever been seen on the planet Earth. That's Babylon. That's Babylon the Great. All right? And it's going into, it say the mother of harlots, going into what I mentioned earlier, the different idols, which America through Esau, or Esau through America, have pushed to get into idol worship, and people don't even know it. The mother of harlots, in other words, when it comes to pushing idolatry, Esau is king of it. All right. Now I want to bring this precept out real quick. Jeremiah 50:38. It says, a drought is upon her waters. The her is talking about Babylon the Great. Okay. It says, and they shall be dried up. It's talking about the destruction that's coming to this place. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. When you go into this word mad, it go back to the Hebrew word halal, which means praise, to pray, praise. Okay, so this place is a place of graven images, idols. Not only erected everywhere, but people following these different idols, and the majority of the time unknowingly. Okay, because this man is the devil. He's in the witchcraft, deceiving and manipulating. It says, and they are mad upon their idols. So yeah, people are praising, in other words, worshiping different idols out here. Don't even know it. When you celebrate these holidays, that's what the people are doing. When you celebrate these so-called holidays, you're mad upon idols. You're praising these different idols. And this is a play. You want to get your idol praise on? you come on over here to Babylon the Great. You see? And around the rest of the world, for the most part, all right, they got one ideology or one idol that they into. Over here, this is the land of idols, baby. You come over here, you can have it your way. They got a flag that they got all these so-called religions and beliefs, and they got all these symbols, right, that represent these religions or beliefs, all on one flag. And you got people that hang them up around hang them up as a banner in front of their house, apartment. Basically, I believe in any and every goddamn thing, and that's right here in Babylon the Great. So when it says over in Revelation 17:5 that upon her forehead was written, Mystery Babylon the Great, mother of harlots, yeah, mother of impregnating, pushing out, I'm sorry, not impregnating, Salakia, the mother that's spitting out all these different daughter idols, okay? Because like if you go into Christianity, right, at one point in time, well, you can just say this, the Roman Catholicism, okay, at one point in time, the Catholic Church was known as the Mother Church because all these different denominations come out of the Roman Catholic Church. They've been birthed by the Roman Catholic Church, even Islam, you know. So going into Babylon the Great, America has all these idols coming up out of her, right? So I'm gonna end the video right there. Once again, the unbelievable has been made normal, or the norm. Lord willing, this video was edifying, and until the next one, I say shalom.